What if I told you that there was a way to work out the lottery numbers? It would be amazing. I'm sure we've all had this daydream where we win the lottery, we buy the house of our dreams, maybe a fancy car, give some to charity. What if I told you that I'd actually figured out how to work out the lottery numbers? And in fact, I did it earlier, and so spoiler alert, these are the lottery numbers. It's amazing, right? But just 1 second, before you all run off to buy your tickets, there is a catch. There's always a catch. These are actually last week's lottery numbers, and I worked them out by going on the National Lottery website. Sorry to build you up and then let you down, but the reason I'm giving you this example is that when we receive this information on the lottery numbers a week after the draw, there's nothing that we can really do with this information. It's just too late. And this is how I feel dementia diagnosis happens at the moment. Usually someone will start to feel the symptoms of dementia: confusion, memory loss, disorientation, and they'll go to see their doctor and they'll be told that they have dementia. But by this point, it's already too late. We know that dementia starts years and years before we see symptoms, gradually building up the damage in the brain until eventually it's so severe that we feel the symptoms. Much like we can't go back in time and put the correct numbers on the lottery, we can't go back in time and reverse the damage that's been building up in the brain. What we need then is some way to spot the signs of dementia sooner, and this is where magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, comes in. MRI lets us see inside the brain to see the damage caused by dementia, as we can see here, with dementia causing the brain to shrink as the disease eats away at it. This information is useful for a doctor to see what's going on, but again, it's effectively too late as the damage has already been done. What we need instead is a way to tell the difference between someone like this, who is healthy, and someone like this, who 5 years after this MRI was taken, went on to develop dementia. And as you can see, these images are quite hard for us to tell apart, and this is where artificial intelligence can help us, or AI. We build an AI that looks at hundreds and thousands of MRI images, along with a label saying whether each of those people is healthy or gets disease. And gradually, the AI learns what to look for in an image to tell whether that person will go on to develop dementia. Then, when we see a new person, the AI can predict whether or not this person is likely to develop dementia. This is a really promising tool, which so far we've been able to show can correctly predict in 8 out of 10 people whether they are likely to develop disease. This will allow those people who wish to know if they're going to develop dementia to set their affairs in order and make the most of their valuable family time with their loved ones. And it will also allow us to test new treatments that can be used earlier in the disease process to hopefully prolong the time before the disease takes hold, or even one day prevent it altogether, which really would be like hitting the jackpot for our aging society.